What's up everyone, it's Lissadess. I'm here to bring you another first glimpse. I don't want to go ahead and ruin everyone's mood, but I just found out that today my dad has stage 4 cancer. I love you, Pops. Always want to remember this. Anyways, for our first game and our first glimpse, Etrian Odyssey Origins Collection, a game that is coming out for Steam and Switch. The collection is supposed to be a remaster of all 3 games. So this is supposed to be a new look for the 2D titles. And if you are a fan of more traditional RPGs where you go through a maze and you find standstills of enemies and fight them, well then this is for you. I personally was a fan of these as a kid growing up, and having a fresh new look for these types of games is definitely great. So take your party, level up, and enjoy the ride. But in this game you set sail to an undersea labyrinth in search of the deep sea of Armorode. Lead a party of adventurers to explore the vast dungeons in search of untold technology, treasure, and lost secrets. With all that being said, I think this game looks pretty fun. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Alright guys, on to our next game, Killer Frequency. This game is a first-person horror puzzle game set in 1987 that puts you in the role of a late-night radio talk show host in a small town in America whose callers are being stalked by a mysterious killer. So here is your thriller mystery game where you try to find out what the hell's going on and who is trying to kill who. And if you look into the trailer, it seems the game is pretty interactive with you being able to mess with the settings on a DJ kit. So I could imagine what other stuff you'll be able to interact with in the game. But, at this point, who knows who the killer is? It probably is the frequency itself. It probably is just a radio wave trying to kill you. I mean, we'd never know. So this story is for you to buy and find out. I usually say that I don't like mystery games, but with Town of Salem 2 coming out and my buddy playing it and me actually enjoy watching them, who knows at this point. Anyways guys, I think this game graphically looks good and some of the things you can interact with are pretty cool. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Okay, on to the games that I'm trying to figure out why the hell did you make this. Esophaguys. You play as these long-necked giraffe-like people who like to entangle themselves with, you guessed it, their esophaguses. So if you ever have that old granny that's like, hey, can you please get over here? Then this game is definitely for her. So this might be a good gag gift for some of your friends or some of your friends' grandparents. The game has a really short trailer. I don't know why they even make a game like this, but I'm going to give it a 1 out of 10. And now we're on to Mislight, an adventure platformer game with RPG elements about a girl who is kidnapped by a shadow monster and taken to a forest where she has to fight her way out by using magical flashlight as her only weapon. As you run around like a chicken with your head cut off in the dark, you have this small beam of light that is supposed to save you. If this description was something I had to endure in real life, I would not want to deal with it, even if it was for 1 month. No, I am not going to roam around in the dark with a flashlight. That seems like a horror nightmare within itself. But luckily, because the game has some form of cutesy graphics, you really don't have to worry about a lot of that. You almost think the things that are trying to kill you are actually your friends in some sort of demented and weird way. Anyways, guys, I'm going to give this game a 4 out of 10. Alright guys, and on to the next game, which is a game that I have been dreading to say the entire time. Slayers X Terminal Aftermath Vengeance of the Slayer. So if you got what it takes to be a Slayer, then there are 7 weapons, blood and gore, twisted music, and maps where you can blow up everything. Apparently the gentleman started making this in 1998 in high school with his buddy, and now he's 37 years old, so he's claiming he has life experience now and decided to make this game. Or should I say, finally finish it. This is the epitome of, so I heard you like playing Doom. Well, Doom if you were on shrooms. This adventure definitely feels majestic, and good luck to anyone who really wants to try this. Unfortunately, it's just not my cup of tea. And with that, I'm going to rate it a 2 out of 10. You guys enjoy your night. I'm going to try to enjoy mine.